I'm not advocating in this podcast. One, we review primarily on the merits of the story, right? And how the story is told. So, regardless of whether it's um, true or not, I think you can still ask, is this a good story by itself? And secondly, you can also ask, could that same story be told in a way that would make it more effective at engaging the different aspects of the story? So, this is nothing against the Robertsons. I remember watching Duck Dynasty for years. I'm happy, happy, happy. I get it. It's a good show. I think there's a good story to be told with Phil Robertson as a whole. The question is this story told in an engaging and intriguing way? So I just wanted to throw that out there. I think there is something to be said for telling lives, true stories, and you can gain a lot of value from that just as a baseline.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I think a good biography or a good story, like a good retelling of actual events, like it's beneficial. Like it's good to look back at the past and like look at people's lives and such and learn from their mistakes and even learn about what they went through.
Exactly.
So there is benefit to that. In fact, you in some cases even more so than a fictional
Oh
story.
yeah.
So
And it's also and actually we'll get into this now, but the setting and the characters, there's a sense in which, so would you say, before I just say what's on my mind, would you say that the setting is believable, or the rules of the universe make sense? That's a baseline thing for a lot of
yeah,
stories.
I mean, like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I gave it full
Mhm.
points on that because like this is a real world setting. It does feel like a place that it would actually exist. Like it doesn't feel like contrived. It doesn't feel
No.
fake. It's like okay, like completely all in all, like it may not have like a world that's like oh amazing, like Lord of the Rings or something. Like obviously you can't expect that, but it's like this feels real. It doesn't feel like a movie set or anything like that. So you had to give it full points for that. It's a simple thing.
No, and I would agree. I
So
think one of the things that a true story has going for it is exactly this: is that because it happened in real life, it's very easy or
mhm.
easier to recreate that scene in a believable way. And for us as an audience, it's a lot easier to connect and relate to that because we have some level of basic connection in our everyday lives to a real world setting. So when you see Phil
Mhm.
Robertson out in the woods, or you see, someone fishing or someone hunting, or if you've ever engaged in any number of those things, it makes sense. It gets it.
Mhm.
Whereas, if you're watching Man and the Wasp Quantumania and they're drinking with aliens in the middle of the side of what looks like a beehive cantina, there's just very little relatable to that. So, it's I think there's a lot to be said for. There's a reason there are things like that. Is the setting believable? Obviously, it's our setting. It's our world, right?
You happy now? Like I didn't expect you to go on a rant just yet, but okay.
Okay, shut up. That was a pro rant too. Well, I guess I did bring Ant Man into it, so that got me going.